welcome back to another installment of Kitchen Quickie Air Fried. So what's on the menu tonight? Air fried pork with peppers over polenta. Yeah, I know, sounds real fancy, but it's really not. It's a real simple dish. Polenta really is nothing but peasant food. It's Italian grits. You make it with yellow cornmeal as opposed to white. Everybody gets all impressed when you say polenta. Like, ooh, that sounds nice. Like even when in the restaurants, when I used to make polenta, people got like all excited. It really cost like a nickel a dish to make, and I would sell it for $12.95. You adjust for inflation nowadays, it's maybe like 60 cents, and now I gotta charge $28.95. But it's a real easy dish. It's a nice alternative to pasta. This is a really versatile dish. You can make this dish with, any protein you like. Me, I'm tired of chicken. Okay, that's why I'm picking pork. Tired of chicken, steak's a little expensive. Want to keep the cholesterol down. You can make it with salmon if you want to. I hate salmon, so I'm going with pork. It's the other white meat. A lot of people think pork's fatty. It's actually not. If you're eating bacon or pork belly, yeah, that's going to be a little fatty. But regular like pork chops, these nice thin cut pork chops, really not fatty at all. Really, really tasty as long as you know how to prepare them. Now, a lot of people like to overcook pork. Let me just tell you something right now. The FDA says you can cook pork to a medium rare. It don't have to be dead. There hasn't been a case of trichinosis in the United States in over 200 years. So I think you're pretty good on that front, okay? I'm doing this with some Italian long hot peppers. I love these. We're gonna fry them up nice in some garlic oil, and we're gonna drape that over the polenta. Now, if you don't like hot peppers, you could use bell peppers. I don't understand people don't like hot things. Okay, like if you don't like what happened to you? Did something tragic happen to you? But it's okay. You know what I mean? Tomato. Use bell peppers if you like. It's all right. Me, I'm going hot. Okay, so here we go. Let's get ready to roll. You want to take your pork. You want to pat your pork down. You want to dry this, okay? Because we're going to put a rub on it. This is going to cook relatively quickly in the air fryer, so I'm going to put this in last. But I want to season it up and just kind of let it vibe and get some extra flavor to it, okay? So you want to pat this down, all right? Just lay them out in a plate like this, nice, okay? And if you want to trim the fat off of this, you can. I advise you don't, because that's going to keep the pork nice and juicy and moist. Otherwise, it will dry out on you, okay? And like I said, just want to pat it down, okay? And now we're just going to oil them up and then season them up. So let's make a little spice rub. I'm just going to use real quick some Emerald's essence and some Italian essence. Now, I make my own essence and I just put them in the bottles. Real simple to make. Go on Emerald Lagasse's website, emerald.com. Type in essence in the search tool to show you how to make it. But if you don't want to make it, you can buy it in the store or on Amazon. So I'm going to go maybe like a tablespoon each, okay? This is just a little, it's got a little extra to it, little cayenne in it, little paprika. It's not really spicy, but gives it a little extra flavor. I know what you think. That doesn't look Italian. It's not, but who cares, okay? We are making some Italian soul food tonight, though, but we're going to give it a little extra kick in the pan. So, like I said, just about a tablespoon of each, all right? You're going to stir that up, and that's going to be our spice rub for our pork. All right, let's give it a little zhuzh here. All right, and this is like, you have all your salt and your pepper in this, so you don't really have to add anything else to it. It's got all the usual suspects: garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, basil, everything you could possibly think of. That's good. Okay. So now let's just oil up our chops. Okay. It's gonna give it a little kick too. So I'm just using some regular olive oil just to oil my chops up. Remember, when you're air frying, you don't want to use extra virgin olive oil as your binder, because extra virgin olive oil has a low smoking point and it will burn and it'll get funky on you. Okay, and just liberally season up your chops. Okay, just like this. Both sides we're gonna do. All right, because I don't know about you guys, I do not like one-sided tasting food. Okay. So just give it a good seasoning. And like I said, we're just going to let these vibe and hang out and just kind of let the seasoning permeate the pork chops a little bit. All right, and then you got the chops are all seasoned up and oiled up. So in the meantime, what you're gonna do is get your air fryer pan ready. I like to always put a sheet pan underneath it to catch any of the drippings. You want to spray this so that your pork doesn't stick. Okay, so give it a good coating. And just want to lay our chops in the pan and just, like I said, kind of just let it vibe out and cook these last minute. It's going to take 8 minutes, 4 minutes per side at 375 in the air fryer. That's all it takes. And they're going to come out perfect and juicy and delightful. All right, here you go. All this little extra. Let's just, here we go. Why waste it, right? All right, there you go. Your pork chops. Now we're going to start on our garlic. All right, or garlic infused oil, I should say. So you want to get like a nice sized pan, about, you know, as big as you can get, because we're going to use a lot of peppers. I got probably about, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 7 peppers here. I got 7 cloves of garlic. 7's my lucky number, so why not? Okay, so real simple. Take your garlic, smash it. What we want to do is we want to we're going to poach the garlic in the oil, okay? And we're just going to infuse the oil with this garlic, okay? So just right in the pan it goes, okay? And we're not going to fry this at a high temperature. We're actually going to fry this at a really low temp. It's like a medium-low fry, almost like a poaching, okay? We want to cook the peppers through. We want to get them soft, maybe crisp up the edges a little bit, but I don't want to burn this garlic, because that's good. The garlic oil is what's going to infuse the flavor into the peppers and into the what you call the polenta. So here, real quick, just give it a little smash, okay? I pulverized that other one, but I don't really want to kill this. I just kind of want to like smash it a little bit, all right? You want to take the ends off if you got any stems, all right? And just like I said, this is just going to poach in the oil. Nice, easy, quiet. Okay, it's just going to hang out, mind its own business. And then you got our chopped, smashed garlic in our pan. I'm just going to cover this with probably about a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, don't be stingy on it, because if you have any infused olive oil left over, which you probably will, this is going to be excellent on garlic bread to dip. You know, just Italian bread in it. You can put it on sandwiches. I don't imagine that we're going to have too much of this left. So like I said, I want about a cup of extra virgin olive oil, just enough to submerge our peppers in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on really low heat and just let this garlic kind of just hang out and poach in here. Okay, like barely. You want the heat very, very low, because you don't want to burn the garlic. You don't want to fry it. You just want to poach it so that it gets soft and it infuses this extra virgin olive oil with its flavor. So, when handling your hot peppers, these are Italian long hots, like I said. These are like my favorite peppers. If you can't find these, you could certainly use jalapenos or some other kind of chili pepper. But these aren't like super, super hot. They're kind of a little bit have a little sweetness to them, but they will blow your ass out a little bit. Fried Italian long hots is like a staple in South Philly. Everywhere you go, it's actually one of my favorite condiments for a sandwich. So real simple. I'm just gonna cut it right down the middle like this. Okay. If you're doing this, you really should be using gloves when you do this. Okay. If you're stupid like me and you're doing it barehanded, do not touch your eyes, nose, face, private areas, or anything like that. So I'm just going to open them up like this. I want to cut these. I just want to scrape the seeds out. You take out a little bit of the ribs. That's where a lot of the heat is. I don't want to take them all out. Obviously, I'm going to leave most of that in there. But you want to take the seeds out. Okay? Unless you want seeds, then eat the seeds. I don't have to tell you. All right, but that's it. Just nice and easy, real simple. Like I said, make sure you wash your hands very well after you've done this, because like I said, you will burn your face off. So our garlic is still like, just poaching away. It smells beautiful in here. I got my peppers all nice and sliced up, so we're going to wait for the garlic to be ready, and then we'll drop our peppers. In the meantime, we're going to start on our polenta. So you You want a stock pot that's pretty sturdy. With polenta, it's about a 4-to-1 method. So you're going to use 4 cups of liquid, 1 cup of polenta, because that's going to simmer slowly in the liquid and it's going to absorb all of it. So what I'm going to do is 2 cups of good chicken stock. You want low sodium. Okay, you want to be able to control the salt. All right, now you could use water. You could use all stock if you want, but that's no fun. Then I like to add 2 cups of milk. All right, you don't want to do all milk because it boils too fast and it doesn't soak into the polenta well. Now I got 1 cup of polenta, which I'm not going to add just yet because what I'm going to do is I want this to come up to a light bubble, just a light boil. All right, and just keep an eye on this because you have milk in here. Even though it's diluted, if this boils over, you're going to be redecorating the house. So our garlic is it's nice and tender. Once it gets like soft, like fork tender, you're ready to go because this is going to still continue to cook along with our peppers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the peppers in. Okay, just nice. You want to just get them in there. Just line them up good. Okay, and we're going to toss this around in the oil. Roll it around, make it all happy, okay? And then we're gonna season this up a little bit too. So you want to get all your peppers in there, okay? And then we're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, just enough to just start wilting these peppers down and frying them up a little bit. We don't want to do a hot and fast fry. We just kind of want to let it vibe out a little bit, okay? So I'm gonna come up to about medium heat. All right, now you want to season this up. So you want some salt, good bit of salt, because remember we haven't seasoned anything yet. All right, so a nice bit of salt. That's going to help soften these peppers up. And we want some nice, fresh cracked black pepper. Okay, and just get these moved around. Just incorporate them, roll them around in the oil, make them happy. Okay, can you imagine just rolling around in warm olive oil and garlic? Wow. Oh my God, this smells amazing. You want to talk about some greens, baby. This is how you do it. So we just want to bring these up and they're going to start to cook and soften up while we're waiting for our liquid to boil here. And this is going to be a magical side dish. Okay, so our liquid boiled, we added our polenta. As you can see, it's thickening up. You want to keep whisking this so it doesn't get lumpy, and you want to lower the heat, okay? Down to like very, very low heat. Now that we got it to this consistency here, okay, this is almost pretty much done. I'm just going to lower the heat down even more so it's barely at a simmer. Now we got to flavor this up. So first things first, we're going to add a little salt. Don't go crazy on the salt here because we're also going to add some grated cheese to this. Okay, so we're going to add some grated cheese to this, so don't go crazy on the salt. We want a lot of black pepper. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder to this, okay, just for fun. Now, you want to add about a tablespoon of butter. Okay, this is going to make it nice and silky. All right. Now we're also going to add I'd say almost about a cup of grated cheese. Okay, just for fun. And you want to stir this in, get this all nice and melted. Okay, the butter's going to make it nice and silky. Okay. Now, if it gets a little tight on you, that's okay. You could always add a little cream to this to loosen it up, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to do 2 things to this. One of them is going to blow your mind. Okay? So first things first, we're going to add some heavy cream. Just a little bit of cream goes a long way. Just a little zhuzh. All right? And this part's optional, but you know what? Don't skip it. This is the trick. Okay? This is the trick right here. We're going to put a couple of dollops of cream cheese. Holy shit, cream cheese? He's gone mad. Sometimes I use a little mascarpone. I didn't have any mascarpone, so I'm going to put a little whipped cream cheese in here. And that's going to make this unbelievably creamy, cheesy, and just velvety. I just want to mix that in. Okay? Just want to stir that in, and that's going to make it beautiful. This is polenta, baby. Okay? Look at that. It's like you just want to smear this all over yourself. It looks so good. Okay? Look at this. Wow. Oh my God. This smells amazing. Now I got to give it a taste. Okay, we got to give it a taste, see if we got to season it. Wow. Holy shit. Gotta give it another taste. Just for fun. Wow. Don't skip the cream cheese. Okay, our polenta is finito. Our peppers are just cooking away nicely. And now we can start our pork chops. Okay, our peppers are nice and done. Look at the beautiful color on here. This is the perfect consistency. You want them just like nice and soft with just a little bit of char on it. Man, you just put these on a sandwich. You put them on a shoe, and these would be amazing. Our polenta's hanging out here. Our pork chops are done. Now we're going to plate everything up. Beautiful pork chops are out of the air fryer. Polenta's done. The peppers are done. Now we're ready to eat. But before we do, I made a special little treat. Remember that garlic I've been poaching in that oil? Well, I pulled it out, and I mashed it up like this, right? So we're going to we're going to just sprinkle this on top of our peppers and polenta and pork. Oh, baby, look out. This is going to be one hell of a dish. Let's get ready to munch. But first, just look at how beautiful that dish came out. I don't know what to tell you, but this is a nice dish. Okay, this is Italian soul food right here. All right? So let's dig in. Pork is perfectly cooked. We got our polenta. I go for the money shot. I get some of the pepper, some of the polenta. I got that garlic, that smashed garlic that I put on top. Look at that. Here, a salud, huh? You want to talk about some soul food, baby? Ooh, Lord, they're going to say he got the devil in him. That is some Italian soul food. That's some pork and peppers. From my table to yours, get out there and eat something, will you?